Hi, this is Ines. Welcome to my channel. And as you have already watched the first part of this series, you will understand that I am hoping to teach people to learn how to find work and to earn money on freelancing platforms, most especially Upwork. So the first part of my, video, I explained that there are several platforms that one can use to earn money, but I find Upwork to be most user friendly. And for someone who is trying to understand freelancing, but also someone who's trying to learn how to do it, Upwork would be the best place to start. It's very safe. I think the efficiency, I love the efficiency, and you would also get work, and you are able to work with algorithms that help you to earn money. I will explain that in some detail. Now, before we get started with this particular tutorial, which is creating your profile as a second part of the series a series of videos that I will share for helping somebody get started on Upwork, I want for you to understand that there are two kinds of service providers on Upwork. You have a freelancer who is an individual offering services on Upwork remotely. And then you have an agency, a group of people, again, offering services to clients. Only difference is that as a group, you're earning, more money because you're targeting larger projects and so on. Now, I want to share my screen to help you understand better, to visualize what it feels like to create a profile on Upwork and what to look out for, items that are very important for you to understand when you're creating your platform, when you're creating your platform profile. Anyways, before we get started though, it's very important for you to know that you need to have a Gmail account. So the way it works out is that Upwork recognizes some email accounts to being professional above others. So for example, if you wanted to use a Yahoo email account, you might have challenges registering yourself on Upwork. But if you use a Gmail account, which I think is very easy to create on any Chrome browser, either phone or laptop, you will find it easy for use to creating a profile. So before I get started, I also want to make sure that you understand the emphasis on professionalism. You are wanting to target clients that are outside of Malawi, for example, who are used to a certain level of professionalism. It is very important that I stress that your personal presentation and how you create your profile should reflect professionalism, including the name of your email. It's worrying if you're going to have an email that says sugar baby or my picture this at gmail.com. Have an email address that says I'm an adult and I know what I am doing. So ineskozi at gmail.com or benvenuta at gmail.com or Angela Piri at gmail.com. Just simple, straightforward, to the point, and very transparent that way. So without further ado, let me share my screen so that you know where to find Upwork on Google. Now, normally, if you're using Chrome, which I'm hoping that you will use, it would make life so much easier if you're using Chrome. If you're using Chrome, you just click Upwork there. It will bring you these options here as your browser options. So if you click the very first one, you will find that it will take you to this page where you're able to choose whether to log in or to sign up. So if you're new to Upwork, your option is to sign up for that particular situation. Now, if you're using the same browser that you logged in your Gmail account, like for example, that already has I don't know if you're able to see by the corner there, that already has my picture and my name that is already activated as my Gmail account on this one. there is an easy way to create an Upwork profile. Once you click sign up, it takes you to this page right here, and you can accept cookies, but you have two choices right here. If you can see that, you are asked to choose whether you're a client hiring people or whether you're a freelancer looking for work. So you are clearly and obviously looking for work. You're not hiring anybody. So your option is not to hire people as a client. Your option is to click that you're a freelancer, and then you apply on Upwork as a freelancer. It brings you to the second page. Now, on this second page, you have two options. If you used your Gmail account that is very reflected to your, or connected, or if you use the browser that is connected to your Gmail account, you can just continue with Google, because all that information is exported to this particular platform, and then it just automatically adds you on Upwork. But if you are using manual inserting of your information here, you can go through this. Put your first name, put your last name, put your email that you've created and password and where you're coming from in the world, whether it's Malawi, Madagascar, or wherever. And then you can click, yes, I have understood the terms and agreements. So click create my account. But you choose either to do this or to do that. You do not do both. You don't need to do both. So when you click continue with Google, the pop-up comes out and you're able to continue with Google by using that account that you created and so forth. Now, because I already have a platform, I already have a profile on the Upwork platform, I don't need this process. What I wanted to demonstrate next was, once you get to the page that says start creating your profile, I need for you to hold for a second and pay attention to something that I want to show you. On Upwork, you are likely to find a very, very large list of services that a person can offer. So I'm very sure that whatever industry you're interested in, there should be something that can be offered on Upwork that you can offer on Upwork as something that you are passionate about. For example, I have marketing qualifications. I'm not going to go on Upwork to offer accounting, services when I don't understand anything about accounting. So you have to target what you want out of life to what you're wanting to work as on Upwork. So I just clicked and searched a list of professionals like nursing here, so that nurses can appreciate that they can find work on Upwork. This is what I meant, that there's such an abundance of work. So you would find work related to nurses working remotely. You would find insurance consultants. Somebody said to me in the morning that I'm an insurance agent and I want to find out if I can do something here. You can, with the experience that you already have, you can do something here. And if you are, let's say, my supervisor said something about him being a process engineer, and see, I found work that is related to process engineering. I didn't even think I would find it, but I have found it. So chances are you can literally Google the type of job that you want in life, voice over artist jobs on Upwork, for example. And then you find voiceover artists or voiceover talents. So there'll be a lot of those people offering. So then this is where life gets very, very, very interesting. And this is where I was insisting that you have a plan, you have a strategy. On Upwork, you are able to check on to find other talents and the talents that are similar to what you're looking for. For example, I just Googled a list of professionals that I could be interested in, and then I could see what they have done with their profiles. Okay, because if I understand what they have done, especially the freelancers that have top talent or top rated talent or anything higher than that. Rising talent, top rated plus, expert vetted. If they have those words on their profiles, those are the people that you want to find out what they're doing right to make themselves that influential on Upwork. Because once you understand what they are doing and you mirror what they have done, not copy and paste, but mirror what they have done. Try and understand and twerk your profile to suit more or less the line that they have taken on Upwork. You will find clients easily. So let's go back to creating that profile that we post so that you understand exactly what I mean. Now, I've taken an example of a profile. I've deliberately just cut it half down. So this person is a top-rated freelancer, which means he's a talent delivers quality work with stellar feedback. So that I think we talked about in my first video about reviews, but I will also go through that in my video. But we are on creating your profile. So when you click on, creating your profile on Upwork, when you have just clicked that link that took me from my Google page to Upwork, and that link that joined us in there, when you click that, you are asked to put in your name details and then the title of what you're offering. So because you have done the research, which I'm going to show you how to do, and because you are aware of what you want to do with yourself on Upwork, you can then start putting information. So for example, this lady or this gentleman, whoever this person is a certified professional resume and LinkedIn writer. That's what they do for life. This is how they earn money, and they've earned all that money by doing that. But that is the title. So your title has to be simplified, straight to the point, and has to explain exactly what you're wanting to do. If you're an accountant, you put accountant there. If you're a lawyer, this is what you're going to say. And if you're like a marketer, but you're specifying, let's say, digital marketing or SEO, or if you're customer service and you're specifying with the Zendex as a software of choice that you've experienced and you're an expert in, you need to specify in your title. So everything that you do, you are using key words. Nowadays, there's this thing about keyword optimization. Keywords make algorithms on a platform direct any search towards you because of the words that you have used. So if you use accounting here, but you're looking for customer service jobs, that will confuse algorithms. They will give you accounting because you've said accounting here and you've put accounting information. So even if you're looking for a different field, it will confuse the system because of that. So you want to stick to keywords that will enable you to find work in the field that you're looking for. You can literally search things like keywords for virtual assistants on Upwork, for example. Yeah. So this is the research part. This is where you're doing the research so that you create a profile that makes sense, so that you're not just throwing things on there, but you want to make sure that you have a profile that is excellent. So I'm looking for keywords like these: virtual assistant, data entry, QuickBooks Online, Canva, technical support. When you add those type of keywords to your profile, they make that profile easily searchable, for a client when they're looking for somebody to talk to about work. And your profile should be updated as often as possible if your qualification and skills change, so that it's always up to date. Now, I'll give you an example of somewhere it will say description when you're putting information. So you've done your name, you've done your title, and then we've come back to the description. Don't worry about the rate for now. I'll explain that. But for your description, I like simplicity of things. You see, this lady or this gentleman, whoever this is, just went, "Hi, everyone. As a certified professional resume writer and founder of New Leaf Careers, I have assisted thousands of people with updating or overhauling their resumes, LinkedIn profiles, and cover letters, helping them get the job of their dreams." So they are not talking about themselves. They're talking about what they can do to other people as a service, what they can offer somebody. So they are helping people get, jobs. That's what they're offering by writing excellent CVs, excellent resumes, or LinkedIn, right, or LinkedIn profiles. And they would love to do the same for you, meaning the client. So it's always about the client. Your description of what you do should always target what your imagination of a client needs from your services. So she has continued to listing her, the industries that she's worked with. So healthcare, general business, primary and higher education. So if I am a professional looking for a resume and I work in the pharmaceutical industry, I will know she's the right person to go, to help me out with it, because she's done that. She's done some resumes for people working in the pharmaceutical industry and so on. And then that's it. She closes off. So the keywords I was talking about, these are now here. It'll give you another pop-up that says pick up the keywords or something like that. So you are clicking on there to give you these words. So you choose the words that suit your qualification or your career path. After you have searched keywords that suit that particular post. Now, in Malawi, we are so used to saying things that are very, very vague, like accounting. But on here, you can break that down to suit specific niche that you want to specialize in. So before you do that, again, keep checking with profiles like these of other people that have done something similar, and then seeing what fits with you. So for example, if I'm a marketer and I'm wanting to create my profile, I'll check top rated marketers or digital marketing experts, freelancers on Upwork, so that I see what sort of niche I can, learn from and target myself to suit. If I know that I'm good at doing that, if I know that I can manage to do that. So you see, these are the keywords that come out. And these are the words that I would use if I know I can do technical SEO, that's search engine optimization. If I know that I can do, Google Analytics, for example, I'll put those keywords so that it targets all the jobs that are related in those fields to my feed, which I will show you presently. But when you see, this particular person's keywords are very different from that particular person's keywords, because even though they're all digital marketers, this is what I meant about we are very vague. We don't specialize our niche area. We don't focus, the target area which we want to work in. But when you go on Upwork, you will learn to specialize your skills. You are not just going to offer everything under the earth. You're going to specialize. Like I specialize in customer service and digital marketing. That's what I specialize in. So my keywords will be talking about those kind of things: digital marketing, customer service, cold calling, sales. It will target those kind of leads, because that is what I specialize in. I'm not going to do research, for example, because I've done marketing, so I'm just going to do everything. No, it's not very possible. So you have to specialize in the same way that these guys are specializing. So once that is out of the way, so let's close some of these tabs, because now we understand the importance of Googling before you start creating your profile, so that you have keywords handy that suit what you want to do on Upwork, by choosing the top rated people on Google and seeing what they have done with their profiles and seeing what keywords they have used that you are familiar with. If you're not familiar with those keywords, don't put them there, because they'll give you jobs of that nature that you do not understand. If you want to learn about something, learn it first before you start putting it on Upwork as something that you're offering people. You have to understand something conversantly before you start offering it to others. Because remember, a review is extremely important. And if you get a bad review, that would potentially affect your performance on Upwork. Okay, so we were here, and this lady, indicated what she does, and she put her keywords. Now, this is what I meant when I said reviews. And you can only get a review when you have completed a job. Okay, we have paused on creating a profile. We'll continue, but I wanted to just mention this because it's right there. Don't worry if you do not have reviews. We will get to that in a moment. We are still going forward with creating a profile. So I wanted to show you here on my left-hand side where it says languages. You will find on the options when you're creating your profile, it will ask you to choose a language. So you are bilingual if you speak English and Chichewa, if you speak English, Chichewa and Tumbuka, or if you speak Yao, English and some other language, you are bilingual or trilingual, but hopefully just bilingual would suggest you have more than one language skill. And these would normally come after you've started earning maybe one or two jobs. This particular part will show up on your Upwork, and you will be asked to verify your page. So I verified my page with my license, with my driver's license, and I took a screenshot of my face using my laptop. So that's how I verified my page. And these little ticks come onto my page to say that the page really truly belongs to me and I'm verified. That helps a lot. But you cannot get that email, I think, before you earn something. So before you get a job completed, you cannot get that that verification thingy pop up on your email to say that you need to verify your Upwork. If you ever receive the verification email on, for Upwork, you need to do that immediately. If you don't do it immediately, Upwork would block your account because Upwork wants to ensure that all freelancers are working on Upwork legally. So verifying is just saying that you are who you think you are. So you can verify with the government ID, the national ID, you can verify with your passport, you can verify with your license, as long as it's an identification that is recognized, that can show that you are who you are. So education, please put as much information as you can about your education. There are some qualifications that are easily recognized on Upwork. But if they aren't there, Upwork gives you a choice to insert your qualifications manually. So then you can go crazy and insert whatever qualifications you have manually. If you don't have any qualifications and you have an MSCE and you've also done some tutorials on YouTube, put that information there. It's helpful. It's very helpful to have some information about your education on there. Don't lie, but you can take a 1-hour tutorial on YouTube about something. You could do a virtual assistant tutorial on YouTube for, I don't know, for 3-4 hours, and then indicate that that's a qualification that you've got if you don't have any qualifications. If you do have qualifications, excellent. Put that information in there. So I will move over to another. So here are more of those keywords. So for her skills, I think you will have somewhere where it indicates for you to put your skills and expertise. It will also have keywords that you need to put in there. And those keywords should make sense with the post that you're, or the profile that you're trying to create, so that algorithms move jobs that are suitable for your skill set and the title that you put in to you. Okay, so this is always important. All of this is very important for you to put that information in. Now, recently, Upwork has given you an opportunity to put project catalog. So with your project catalog, you can then describe what it is that you do as a project, do a graphics documentation. It helps because some of you will not have had reviews on Upwork yet. So it helps to demonstrate what you can do by visual representation. So like for her, this is what she does as a what do you call it, as a cover letter, as a CV and cover letter person. So she's just created a graphic flyer and put it right there detailing what she does, so that people can see that as a project that she can offer somebody. And she has put prices for those projects. So if somebody was looking for something very quickly, they know how quickly they would, get it from her. Delivery time is 3 days. How much is put the pricing there, number of revisions. So she'll do 2 revisions for you, number of targeted cover letters, 1, and so on. So you have an option to even call her and so on. So those are the options that Upwork has given now recently for freelancers to showcase some of the projects that they do. Now, I also wanted to share this person's profile for you to look at, because they indicated some work history, which most of us, I think, we have work history. If you have worked for a company in Malawi, you can put that work history here. In the same way that we put on a CV, minus the long list of duties and something. You can just, put the name in, write a simple description, the dates where you started and the dates you finished working there, and that's it. That's all you need. So not a lot of conversation, but at least so that your work history looks like you've done something along the lines of what you're wanting to offer that particular person. So what I liked about this person's profile is that they've done IELTS. IELTS is it's a language proficiency course. And because this person is from Pakistan, I think, they wanted to show that they are able to speak fluently. So that, I think, was a very good addition. So if you have such courses that you've done, English fluency courses, I know Duolingo are also offering an English proficiency course at $45 or somewhere there. If you have those type of courses, then by all means add them there. But see, this person also added some, some work on their project catalog, so that it shows somebody the catalog, the extent with which they can offer their skills. And hopefully this matches with what they have written as keywords. All of this CV, resume translation is pretty much showing, and all of this, speech writing and all sorts of things. So there'll be resume writing in there, business writing. So they are mirroring, more or less reflecting, the catalog is reflecting the keywords, so that they're talking about the same thing. So simplicity when you're creating a profile is key. Be as simplified as humanly possible. I also like the fact that this person was able to add a portfolio of their work. So some of the work they've done in the past, they've added that portfolio right there. Let me just open it very quickly so that you're able to appreciate. So all of this you can add. For you who do not have a graphic designer handy, Canva, just Canva, let me see. Canva here offers some free templates that you can work with for things like that. Again, you can log in with your Google account. So Google accounts are very useful these days. So if you wanted a template on Canva to create something like what those guys are doing, so that your profile on Upwork looks gorgeous, you get a template for free here. Get a free template, whether you want to use it for social media or wherever. Get a free template, edit it. And once you've edited it, you're able to then see. So it gives you something like that. You can edit. If it's a free, if it's a paid artwork, it will show pro. That means you can't use it for free. But if it's a free artwork, it will show something like this. Hang on, let me just show you very quickly. So it will show something like this. So you're able to customize it and change some details to what it is that you want to use it for. And then you can put all nice graphics there, so that your profile on Upwork looks really decent. See, you can move these things around. You can delete that. You can add your name here. See, it just makes life easy for you to create things and to use things that can go on your Upwork profile, like what he did here. But it helps for people to visualize what it is that you do. I also explained about the 1 minute video that helps you to explain what you do for a living, so that if somebody is looking for you, they go through the entire profile to see what you have put there as information. So the most important items for now for you to worry about are your title, your name, the picture that you're going to use. I will explain what a picture needs to look like so that it's suitable. And then you also have to have the keywords that will target, algorithms to what jobs you're looking for. These are the most important items. Now, your job, I've been saying something about professionalism and for you to appear professional when you're doing things. So when you're taking a photograph for Upwork, make sure that it looks or it resembles your passport photo. As in, you need a white wall or a plain wall behind you. You need to be facing the camera, like so, like how I am facing the camera. And then you need to take a professional picture without any funny facial expressions. It can set back slightly back than the passport photo, but it should have the same structure more or less, so that it looks very clearly you. Do not be tempted to alter your picture with, Snapchat feature, with what do you call these, filters. Do not do any filters on your picture that you're going to put on Upwork. It should just clearly show you in very good lighting. Choose day lighting, somewhere very nice. If you don't have a home that has a very good wall, go to somewhere, a hotel or just a shop that has a very nice white wall. Take a good picture and then put it on Upwork. Do not use things that do not look professional on Upwork. Even when you're doing your 1 minute video, make sure that you are looking slightly down so that it captures your good feature, not looking up so that it shows like as though you want to, you want to show somebody your nose. So positioning of yourself is very important. Positioning of how you do pictures, you do video is very important. So you want to appear confident, but also professional. If you have taken some picture or video and you know in your heart it doesn't look professional, don't put it on Upwork. It's very important, but also don't do any features. Now, see, this person has also included all of their certifications, all of their qualifications, and so on. So even though his qualifications are computer science, which is very interesting, even though they're offering writing skills, but their qualifications are in computer science, they've still managed to put them there because any degree shows that somebody is learned. So take that as a hint as well. And once you start picking up work on Upwork, you will get something like that and you have people put in review. Now, I have 100% I just wanted to show you very quickly something. He has 89% job success rate because there are some people that have not given him any reviews here, or possibly some less than interesting reviews. So he has a number of 5 stars, but if the more you have people giving you bad reviews, it reduces that rate. And it's very dangerous then. So this is why I kept saying, when you're on Upwork, you need to ensure that you manage to complete your jobs on time, because you don't want to lose the job success rate. It affects your top rated profile. That other lady was at 93% success rate and she's a top rated. This person is at 89, he's not top rated because of that. So there are benefits to going through all of that top rated, rising talent, expert level and so on, which I would talk about in a different video. But for now, we are just concentrating on creating your profile. So Now that you have completed uploading your video, you have done your keyword optimization and created a beautiful profile that has, a title that reflects who you want to be in life or who you want to be on Upwork. And hopefully you did your research. It is extremely important that you should do your research. If you're not sure about what to do, and if you're in Malawi, send me a WhatsApp message and we can quickly talk about what your options are in terms of keywords if you're stuck. Because I really don't want you to create a profile that defeats the purpose of you working on Upwork because you have used A, the wrong keywords, B, you have done copy and paste. Don't be tempted to do copy and paste. Use your own words to bring out, to market yourself, but don't overshare things. I think I will at some point create a video that shares some of the beautiful ways of writing a description on Upwork, just to give you some sort of guide. I'll try and do that right after we do the payment video, and hopefully maybe on Sunday. That's when I can do that one. But I think it's very important so that the descriptions appear a little bit better than, So if it needs changing, you change once you've watched that video. But for now, we'll carry forward. So you are on Upwork, you have created your profile, you have uploaded your video and everything. This is where we go to find work. So when you click this icon that says Upwork, it refreshes your feed. This would be your feed for where you find work. So when you complete your profile, it should show something like profile completeness 100%. When you have put all necessary information in there, it should show 100%. Right here, you might likely have 40 connects. I have 194 because I don't use connects anymore. So they would add connects and I don't use them. I get invites now. So once you start out as a freelancer, you get 40 connects. Connects are like what you use to bid. It's a currency that you use to bid for jobs. When you start with 40, and you bid, let's say, a job that is worth 6 connects, you'll start losing out on those connects. So the bidding process has to have strategy so that you don't end up having 0 connects when you haven't even got a job. Now, when you get a job, you get some connects back to you. When you respond to a vacancy that the client has responded to you as well, you get free connects. Once every so often, they give you free connects. Sometimes when you respond to surveys, you get connects. So it's important for you to keep abreast of what's going on Upwork so that you get free connects. At one point, I was given 100 free connects, I think, because I just, completed a survey on Upwork. You can also buy connects. It's not expensive, but it's tiresome. So I think you can, for I don't know, $5, you get something like 20 connects somewhere there. I will check that information to clarify, but you do get to buy connects when you run out. But I don't want for you to run out. I want for you to utilize the 40 carefully. Now, here you can check the best matches based on the keywords that you clicked. So it will give you the feed that are more or less targeting your best matches, or you could get the most recent. So the most recent will tell you something that has been posted like 3 minutes ago, that quickly. So for me, I would encourage you to monitor the type of jobs that have been posted within the last 10, 15 minutes for you to apply to. Because if you apply to a job that's been there for an hour, chances are a lot of people have already posted their responses to that vacancy. So for example, this has just been posted 3 minutes ago. Now, there's one very important element that you need to pay attention to when you're trying to reach out to a client for a proposal. First of all, is this icon that says payment verified. You will find crooks everywhere on earth. There will always be crooks on earth. There will always be someone wanting to scam you on earth or to make you work for free on earth. When people have their payment verified, it means they have literally committed their credit card to that job. So they would not run away with your payment because that payment is verified. It's kept in escrow. I will have a video about payments and I'll explain in detail what this means. But always, always apply for jobs that say payment verified because it's for your own safety to do so. So for example, this was posted 3 minutes ago and the client has almost 4.75 stars, which is very good. And they've already spent $6,000, which is again a very good sign for the job that they're looking for. So you would then feel confident about applying for this job. But you also need to understand the time zone. So this is EST, which is the New York time zone. This would be EST. So also familiarize yourself with time zone because you could apply for a job not knowing that the time zone does not suit with your lifestyle, for example. But EST, I'll just give you a guide. EST morning hours start from around 3 in the afternoon here in Malawi. That would be there 8 o'clock thereabouts until midnight, which would be around like 5 p.m. So I love EST. When I'm working, I love to work EST hours. PST, not so much because they're a little bit funny. You'd be working around 3 or 2 in the middle of the night because of those PST hours. They're slightly behind EST. So if you click here and this person is looking for a virtual admin and they're paying, they indicated between 11,000 to 25,000, $11 to $25 an hour. This is how much the person is bidding or is offering. So you can bid between that range. So you could say, I want to earn 25, you bid 25. Or you could say maybe 15 sounds fair, you would bid 15. But if you're going to bid a higher amount here, make sure that there was an amount somewhere written, $45. I don't know if you were able to focus on that profile let me just show you. So we're looking for talent and we want an accounting person. So here he said $39.90 per hour. You'd find someone who says something like $45 an hour, or someone who says, $15 an hour, or, $16 an hour, or $40, depending on the nature of the job that they're wanting to do. So with that being said, once you have done your homework, your research, and I'm very serious about the research, it's very important that you understand who the top talent are in the field that you want to choose, so that you're able to see how they've, bid themselves. If someone is the top rated talent and they're at, let's say $40 an hour, you shouldn't start at $40 an hour. You should try and come down and start maybe at $20 an hour or thereabouts because you're not top talent. You could always adjust those rates once you get the hang of it. But you could also check rising talent. Rising talent are those people that have been recognized as, potentially going to be top rated. So rising talent will also give you a hint of how they have managed to get to that level and what they have put themselves as a rate for looking for work that you're looking for, if that makes sense. So this job is saying between $11 to $25 and it's less than 30 hours. So less than 30 hours, you're looking at maybe they're wanting 4 hours a day so that they're wanting a 20-hour week schedule, something like that. But so they want for you to do, you do projects via Zoom with them, and you must be organized and must be willing to work together with them on these projects. So they really want someone to work as an admin, to work as a personal assistant, more or less. And the one thing that you need to understand is this information about the client. Always make sure that client has above 4.5 star ratings, because some clients can be difficult to handle. And if you find yourself with a client who is difficult to handle or a client who's never said anything good about a freelancer, you will end up tarnishing your profile with negative review. So always, always at the back of your mind, come and find out this information about the client before you commit with that client. So they have spent 6,000 with 59 hires. 5 of them are active. So they've paid around 8.27 average hourly rate, which sounds, quite decent for someone who's, looking for an assistant. So on here, you also have to pay attention to this. If the proposals say they are less than 5, that's a good sign. It means there are less than 5 people that have sent their proposals for this job. If you find that there are more than 10 here, I wouldn't bother applying for that job. You could if you wanted to, but chances are out of 10 people here, they may have already picked up somebody that they're looking for. Okay, so because this is live, this is instant, most people, if they post a job, they will wait until they pick up the one person that they're looking for and then they'll leave. So if you send a job that's been online for 1 hour, let's say, for example, and it's entry level or intermediate level, chances are there've been a lot of people that have advertised, that have, responded to that. But there are some expert level jobs that very few people know how to do, or very few people want to do because it's so specialized. You will find that they would be there for 2-3 days and you would still have 0 proposals sent. So because we are talking about you guys starting out on Upwork, so your level of jobs that you're looking for would be from entry level to intermediate. You need to focus on understanding this better so that you get those 3 reviews. I need for you to get those 3 reviews from employers. So for you to get the 3 reviews, look for jobs that have had less than 5 proposals sent, 1. 2, look for entry or intermediate jobs. So this would be the easy type of jobs. This is possibly an entry level job. Let me see though, let me verify. But this should likely be an entry level or intermediate, see? So this would be an intermediate, these are entry level. So that sounds about fair. And then you need to see how many people this person is interviewing. I normally look at this and say, if this is 5 or 1 or 2, I will not send my proposal after that. Because if someone is already interviewing other people, then they would possibly, likely, like the highest chance that they've already picked somebody that got their attention. So it would be a waste of your connects to post that particular. But 0 is a very good sign. Invites. If they have sent an invite to 1 or 2 people, that's also a very good thing. Maybe somebody they've already worked with in the past, or maybe it's a top-rated talent they want to attract. But if it says 20 invites sent, that person is going to be a difficult person for you because they don't know what they want even to send 20 invites for a job that doesn't require for you to send 20 invites after. So be careful with this sort of information, and it helps you understand what sort of person that is that you're going to deal with. And then we go to client recent history. This is also especially vital because if the client has given feedback about someone, happy reviews, that client is likely going to give you some good reviews. If you do a good job, that is. But there are some difficult clients. I'm wondering why if she thought, or if this person, Christine, thought this client was a very good client, why they gave them 4.3 instead of just giving them 5. So that could be a red flag. Again, this person, so this is the second person who has given 4.7. So if you've had a really good working experience with someone and then you were giving them 4.5 or less, it gives you some red flags, because some clients will have 5 stars all over and they will also give 5 stars all over. They are normally those clients that have had a very good working relationship with others. So I was talking about the payment verification. These posts that have payment unverified, keep away from those. Keep away from those. Keep away from those. These could be pranksters. These could be people that want to waste your time, steal money, or it could be people that are new on Upwork and are not very familiar that they need to put a job post and verify their payment. But a payment verified is more important to you than working with someone who doesn't have their payment verified. Now, you have several things that you must not do. And I need for you to go on Upwork Academy at some point. It will take you maybe about 2-3 hours to go through a few of the courses, but some of those courses would give you hints on how to protect yourself on Upwork. First and foremost, clients should not take you outside of Upwork to make financial arrangements. Upwork has a system called escrow that protects your money. This is why there's the payment verification, the blue tick. Once that's active, if you get a contract on Upwork, you get something like this, which is a tracker. So a tracker can be switched on or off. If you want to start working, you switch it on. If you want to be on break, or you want to end the work schedule for that particular day, you switch it off. But here is the thing. The tracker takes screenshots of your work. The tracker notifies the employer of the number of hours that you're doing for that particular session and so on. So it protects their interests. For you to protect your interests, you need the payment verification, because it means before you started working on that contract, this particular employer sent money enough to cover for your either weekly pay or monthly pay in advance to Upwork. And Upwork was acting in good faith as holder of that amount of money until that employer authorizes that payment, that you have done a good job, everything is fine, and then they will pay you. But in the case of a dispute where you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and the employer doesn't want to release that payment, Upwork will also act as an intermediary to find out what is wrong between the two of you and to judge which person deserves the money, whether to take it back or whether you guys are going to work it out between you. Chances are it won't get that far, because one of you will just say, maybe I will just complete the work again. But if you have done a good job, there is no way this person can hold your money, because it's in escrow with Upwork. So Upwork verification payments are important. Similarly, having your payments on Upwork is important, because if you have your payments outside of Upwork and something goes wrong, you have no safety net. If you work for a month and somebody says, oh no, I'll pay you through direct debit or whatever it is, you can potentially lose that amount of money because it's not safe. This is the safest way for you to do it. And you will find this information and other protective measures when you go through the courses on Upwork Academy. I've just shown you where you find Upwork Academy here on your live feed of jobs and everything. So you go down. And when on the other video that will talk about payments, this is where we get the link to where you can do the payments. So going back to the profile, please make sure that you understand the importance of reviews. However, if you're starting out now and you're very new on Upwork and you don't have reviews, you can then find a way to get testimonials. Let me see if I can demonstrate how you can get testimonials, not proposals. Testimonials are similar to references. So you get reviews once you have completed a job. You can get testimonials for work that you've done outside of Upwork. I wonder if that's clear. So you would normally go somewhere down here to find out if you can get testimony right here. I didn't need testimonials, I had the reviews. So, but if you're starting out, testimonials are very important. So you can request a testimonial by writing to somebody that you've either worked with, somebody who knows you really well, who can give you a testimonial. So on here, you would put their first name, last name, their business email, and hopefully the LinkedIn page. So most HR managers in Malawi now have, LinkedIn profile pages. So these are the people that you would put on your reference, eh? And then you just, put their title there and, what sort of project you've worked in together. So there's an example here of what you can write to request for a testimonial. So, hi, it was great working together on your recent project. Would you mind sharing a brief testimony about my work with you? It will help build my freelance business on Upwork and show my value to other potential clients. Thanks in advance for your help. And then you send them the request for testimonial. So it will go to their email, and you can call them to respond to you as quickly as possible so that you get, you get some testimonials while you're waiting to get reviews. It just adds value to your profile. I know one or two people that approached me on my WhatsApp to say that they're finding it difficult to find work. Try getting some testimonials. That helps with the profile. If you have the video, if you have your qualifications uploaded, and you have a beautiful picture, see my picture is very clear. So you need to have a very clear passport photo size type picture. So if you have all of that and your profile is at 100% complete, try and reach out to one or two people that you know can provide professional feedback about you. It only takes about 1 or 2 sentences. They don't need to write an essay. Literally 1 or 2 sentences about your work as feedback, to potential clients that you are reliable and you can get a job done. And then you put it up there, and then you provide your catalog, get on Canva to create your own free catalogs. Get that done. You have created a fantastic and beautiful, glowing profile that would get anybody interested to working with you. Now, for those people that are able to get 1 or 2 projects, even if they are $5 projects, I've just said now, for the first week or so, your point is to get the cheapest job, but that will give you the best rate, the best 5-star rating. So you want something that is easy, that you can do even in your sleep, without putting much emphasis, much thought, but you do it extremely well so that the other person will give you a review. There are some jobs that are actually posted specifically to give somebody a review because they want also cheap labor. So someone would say, I need maybe someone to read a document for me very quickly, and I'll give you, reviews, and I'll give you the $5. Those are the type of jobs you're looking for. If someone says, I'll give you a review, work for free, say no. That's illegal. You should not get a job for free on Upwork. You should not do that. You should avoid giving your contacts to people on Upwork. Upwork already has a system that allows for people to communicate effectively. So you go to messages here. You are able to, communicate effectively, very effectively with anyone, without having to have, give out your WhatsApp number and whatnot. So you don't need to do any of that. And also don't allow for people on Upwork to take your email addresses and to share you links. In the world, people can harm your email facilities by creating a link that is, that is damaged, that has viruses and that sort of thing. So anything that sounds funny is funny, let it go. In fact, you can even report it on Upwork. So I'll just show you something here. So for example, if this post had information about, can you send me your WhatsApp or number or whatever, I could just flag it as inappropriate, and then Upwork would check it out. And if it is indeed inappropriate, Upwork would block this person. So that's how Upwork works. Upwork is very serious about making sure that you guys are protected online at all times. So On my next video, I will talk about getting your client, your very first client. Now that you know how to create a profile and you know how to find jobs on Upwork and you know how to research top-rated clients for the sake of creating a profile that makes sense. Remember, everything makes so much sense if you keep it simple. If you keep it simple, if you keep your language for your description simple and straightforward and to the point and for anyone to read, I mean, you have all kinds of employers on Upwork. Somebody from Dubai, someone from Pakistan. So if you use words that do not make sense, you will lose out on clients. With that being said, I will say bye for now, and we will wait to do the other video that allows for you, or that will teach you to learn how to do your cover letter. This is my favorite part. Okay, bye for now.